Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Wrestling Rundown, the show where we look at everything in the WWE. And I said that with such a straight face, I don't even know how I did that. Tonight, I want to open up with something about Jerry Lawler. He is doing great. He's in good condition. He should be back within a few weeks. He sent out a tout to the WWE Universe, thanking them for all his support. But now, on a much horrible note, still continuing with Jerry Lawler, a rapper, New Jack, blasts Jerry Lawler. And this is what he says. He put on Twitter, "Just heard about Lawler. F that racist mother. Die slow, you sucker. If Lawler dies, let me know where his grave is so I can go piss on it. That bitch. Please let me know where they put that in the ground so I can piss on his grave." Responding to the fans, he continued, "Bitch, I'm not here to make you happy, and if what I said hurts, go yourself, fan. I don't work for fans, so if what I say hurts your little white feeling, so what? You're following me, bitch boy. I have really outdone myself this time, huh? First Terry, then Brian Knobs, then got knocked the out. I beat the got a balls, and now Jerry." He went on to say, "When Kamala was going through some shit, nobody said shit. So now this shit with Lawler is supposed to touch me. That every one of you," he wrote. And the last thing he says is, "FYI, my 2 kids are from a white woman, so the next one of you mother effers call me racist, I will send you a free DVD, damn it." So that's everything that rapper said. So, guys, if you want to say something, go bitch to him. Because he deserves it. I don't take it lightly when somebody that is well respected by the WWE and fans is gonna bash that person. It's not. So, go on Twitter, whatever, and bash New Jack. So, now we're gonna continue on with our show. Friday Night Smackdown. The show opens with Alberto Del Rio, David Otunga, and Ricardo Rodriguez all in the ring. Otunga and Rodriguez are both in neck braces now. Obviously, just that little stupid stint. And then they go on to just talk crap about the bro kick and everything. And Alberto Del Rio lets Rodriguez talk, and Rodriguez is thanking everybody for his support. And then he thanks his chihuahua. I'm like, did you really just thank your chihuahua? Like, no, you don't thank a chihuahua on TV. It can't freaking hear you.
It's just, he thanked his mother and his chihuahua for support. Okay. Just kind of proves just how sad the situation is for both Ricardo and Alberto.
Oh, yeah.
He's just, yeah. How many times do I have to tell you?
I love messing with the leg. Okay. And then they go on.
We may have to do a seat change just to prevent you from doing that.
Yeah. And then we go on and we hear Alberto Del Rio say that they have Christian. He's going to be live via satellite. Christian comes on via satellite, and he starts talking, and he looks at Del Rio and he goes, "I don't like you. In fact, I think you're a pompous, sniveling weasel." But they go on to ask, he goes, "If you're asking me if the bro kick should be banned, like, I respect Sheamus, everything that he's accomplished in the WWE, but if you're asking me if the bro kick should be banned, my answer is yes." And then Otunga cuts in and cuts Christian off. He's like, "No further questions." And
Christian pretty much cuts out Christian before he can even say anything else.
But yeah, and then Daniel Bryan comes out, and I think I'm going to let Gary take it from there at this point.
Well, I just have a comment about the bro kick. I'm kind of half and half on the bro kick. I like the move, and it obviously doesn't do the damage that these guys claim that it does.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe he should keep it in reserve for like bigger guys like Show or for Tensai. Pretty much the big guys that you can't really do his his moves like white noise or whatever on.
He can't really do anything now with the bro kick until the so-called investigation is over. So
Right, yeah.
But I do understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, because for guys like, okay, you know what? No, Sandow should be put in a list of should be bro kicks as well. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway.
The bro kick hit list.
Yeah, pretty much. Sheamus's hit list. Very top of the list. Sandow.
All the rest of the mother efforts.
Yeah. Anyway. No, it would be funny if he started singing like the one Jewish song right as he started to bro kick people.
Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila. Oh shit! No racism trying to come through there. It's just a little bit of a joke.
WWE he did a very good segment with that, and it was hilarious. So.
Oh yeah, I give him all the credit in the world.
Yep. All right. Anyway, Daniel Bryan interrupts as he said, and he just wanted to thank these guys for putting this case to light because he claims that he's a victim as well. And then he says that. And I asked Booker T, and I've been allowed a WrestleMania rematch. Not because Bro Kick has been in the band, and the crowd starts going, and they start to get loud because they're booing him, and it's kind of obvious that they think that, and that's exactly the reason why he wanted to get the rematch in. But anyway, he pretty much snaps and he goes, he yells that he's challenging Sheamus because he believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that he can last in a match with Sheamus as for more than 18 seconds, or something like that. So, yeah. Then Sheamus comes out and pretty much goes, after I beat you and Bertie, he pretty much goes and says that he's going to win Night of Champions. And it's just more or less just more back and forth taunting between the superstars. Tonga then walks up to Sheamus and starts pretty much lecturing him about how he can't use bro kick anymore and all that. And then Sheamus takes off Tonga's neck brace and pretty much throws him into the top rope. Open the same action and causes Tonga to pretty much collapse and kind of just be in pain. So,
well, little correction to that. He didn't throw him into the top rope. What he did was Sheamus was on the.
He grabbed the neck brace and at the same time it pulled the Tonga forward.
Pulled the Tonga down and snapped his neck off the top rope. And but I believe we are moving on.
Yep.
To the next match, which is
Sin Cara versus Miz. It was announced before the commercial went up, and then when you got out of commercials, the match had officially started. It with the whole entrances and all that.
Now during this match, if I'm interrupting you, I'm
right
sorry.
ahead.
The Miz, I give credit like I do every show. He pretty aggressive in this match.
Yeah, the Miz is definitely he's definitely on top of his game ever since he's come back. He's a lot more focused. He's not.
Yeah, ever since Money in the Bank,
now.
He's been on a roll.
Yeah, more or less. Although he
has
has
been, Bank, wasn't it? No, it was the pay-per-view before that. No Way Out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just he's been on a roll, and
even after he won the Intercontinental Champion, he's been just.
Yeah, even though he lost against Ray earlier on, and it was no big deal. He's still on a very good streak. Anyway, So Sin Cara's very resilient in the match, and after after a lot of back and forth,
I just want to say something. Sin Cara, he is just like kicking out of all of these moves that and like pins that Miz is throwing on him.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of reversals as well. Like Sin Cara, one of his like backflip attack off the ropes to do the elbow to the chest, as she landed on his feet when the Miz dodged that, and then the Miz went to try to punch, and Sin Cara just completely dodged that. It was dodge after dodge after counter, and it was really interesting to see.
I mean,
you hardly see a match that really keeps you on the edge of your seat like that, and I really enjoyed it.
Yes, and Sin Cara, everything to him, because he's just a high flyer. When you ground him, he has a little bit of a downfall. Unlike all
Sin Cara's
all the high flyers.
Yeah, Sin Cara's got a somewhat good ground game. Him a little bit better than say Kofi in that.
Yeah, I can see it. But Kofi just Superman, so.
Yeah, no, Kofi, he prefers to stay up in the air. That's where he does the best amount of damage.
Oh yeah, and there's no doubt with that. I mean, but like I was saying, Sin Cara, I mean, after so many moves that the Miz is putting on him, he started making a little bit of a comeback towards the end of the match, and that's where he started doing his work. He didn't really get too many high-flying moves in during this match, but...
Yeah, Sin Cara finally wins after a back-and-forth match on a roll-up, and then... And the Miz is just kind of staring at him going, okay, now I'm annoyed.
Yeah, like...
So...
Damn it, I can't put this son of a down.
Yeah, anyway, so... It then goes to a backstage area, and the Miz is just walking backstage when Max Striker comes up and he goes, do you have any comments for Night of Champions? You've lost to Sin Cara, you've lost to Rey Mysterio, you were attacked by Cody Rhodes. And then the Miz does his usual really bit. And then, all of a sudden, Cody comes up, and the Miz is like, oh, and what do you want? And Cody's going, I want my title back. Really? Your title?
Then we get Mysterio coming up.
What do you want? I would just like a chance at that Intercontinental title. Well, then
the best part of this, Sin Cara comes up and...
Well, the Miz goes, what are you doing here? Sin Cara walks up.
Just points at the championship. Cody Rhodes looks at Sin Cara and goes, you don't get anything by pointing. It was...
That's all he did.
You don't get anything by pointing. It was just one of the greatest things.
Yeah.
And then we see Teddy come along.
And then he's going, all right, players, you're all going to get a chance at the title. Well, the match at Night of Champions.
Office.
Yeah, the match at Night of Champions, Fatal 4-Way.
So, the match, including the backstage segment, I'm going to give this segment as awesome. I had to pull that plug in there. I'm sorry. It was just staring me right in the face.
Tip your head down.
Thank you.
I didn't say anything stupid. That's the thing.
Well, we usually beat the hell out of each other sooner or later. Okay, moving on. Now we have the anger management. Another, it's not a segment really, but just a continuation. Just with the replays.
Yeah, they're starting to overdo it again.
It's only with the replays. The segments themselves, they're just great.
Kane's...
Well, okay. Dr. Shelby's there.
And Kane's sitting next to him, and
he's holding a stress ball.
Yes. And Dr. Shelby's going, and that's right, now just squeeze it. And Kane's doing it.
Daniel Bryan walks in.
You're doing it wrong. It's supposed to be in the left hand.
Dr. Shelby. Gentlemen, I gave you both balls. And when you squeeze them, it makes you feel better. So just relax and squeeze. Relax and squeeze.
Dear fucking God, people, this is a PG show.
Are you kidding me? They just pushed past that. It's TV-14 now.
Beyond so at this point. And come on, WWE, remove PG, because we all know it is no longer PG. Between Cena snapping on Monday and swearing that they've had to bleep
Just going
out.
with it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Cena snapping, and this, no, not PG no more. Remove PG from show, damn it. We want to hear our superstars swearing again.
But now we move on, and they're just
they're squeezing the balls, and they're actually smiling in that.
Yes, and Kane and Daniel Bryan, they were just arguing, and then they were just squeezing, and and then Kane walks away, and he turns back and looks at Daniel Bryan and goes, "Huh, mine's bigger than yours."
No, he does not exactly the way he put it. He just said mine's bigger, and then he walks off. And then Daniel and Dr. Shelby both start staring at the ball. Really? I don't think so.
The sad part is Daniel Bryan was just contemplating this. And I'm like, that's just epic. Just epic fail. And I saw Dr. Shelby's face in the background. You could just see him go like this.
No, he was contemplating it too. He really was.
It's sad to see what this is coming to, though. It's just great.
Okay. Anyway.
But I think I do have an article on Daniel Bryan and Kane. Dun dun dun. Burning questions. I thought I did. Okay, never mind. But
he taught an article.
Shut up.
He taught article.
You fucked that up, Riley.
You taught an article.
Put your head down.
No.
Put the fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Come on, continue with the show.
Okay. Next, we're gonna move on to Kofi Kingston versus Kane.
Yeah, this was definitely a squash match. It was just
literally a squash match.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, what happens is, it's Kane, people. He was dominant throughout the entire match, and he wins after putting Kofi through the chokeslam. However, at the end of the match, Dr. Shelby comes out and starts staring at Kane. He's just standing there, arms crossed, just staring at Kane. Kane's, going... he's just kind of, you can tell from his demeanor, he's just going, son of a bitch, I really don't want to do this. And then he walks up.
He goes right back into the ring.
And he hugs Kofi. I saw this coming and I was like, no, please don't hug him. Please don't hug him.
It was an interracial hug.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can get slapped for that one. Thanks.
There's this little motherfucker.
What? Oh. Why am I hitting myself? Oh, that was my eye, you bastard. Why do I always have to get hurt?
Because pain doesn't really affect me.
Damn it.
Even though your wrist hit me square in the head.
Love you, buddy.
Anyway.
Continuing on.
Now,
and just the look on Kofi's face.
Completely mortified. Like, oh god, what the hell just happened? Am I diseased or something now? What?
Squeeds!
Oh god.
Okay, I can get slapped again. Notice I'm the one condoning this. Next, we move on to a match I didn't really see coming. Randy Orton versus Tensai.
And Randy Orton had actually asked for it, which was very interesting. Frankly, this one was actually... It definitely intrigued me, and the match itself was actually very good.
Tensai in this match, he's doing pretty well.
Of course. I mean, it is Tensai. Despite his loss record, he is still a very formidable opponent.
Yeah.
It's just he hasn't had the best of luck as of late. Anyway, so Orton is doing incredibly well as well. And after a while, he finally gets the RKO on Tensai. Now, something that I've noticed in Tensai's matches lately, you remember when he first came out, he had the claw that he went for the head. He no longer does that. He goes for the shoulders. I think it's because there's a serious side effects if you grab the head. Like, you know how sometimes when somebody grabs you by the head, it really fucking hurts, especially if they start squeezing in on the temples.
Mm-hmm.
Enough strength into the grab can give you a lot of nerve damage, apparently, because the pressure point's in the head.
And there's also a pressure point in the shoulder as well.
Yeah, but
it's likely to do less damage.
Yeah, at most it just really fucking hurts, and it pretty much keeps you stuck there as the pressure is being put on it. Anyway,
I've never even picked up on that either, so I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I mean, because remember, when he had his first match against Cena, when he had the claw, he always had the green mist.
Yeah.
And he no longer has that anymore.
That's because if you put too much green mist in, whatever it is into somebody's eyes, it can really affect their eyes.
Yeah. But anyway, now
Orton,
Vicky comes out and she's pretty much
bitching.
Yeah, she's pretty much going, saying, "Hey Randy, you're not gonna win a Night of Champions. You're never gonna be a world heavyweight title holder again." And
Ziggler.
No.
She goes,
oh, okay.
Dolph Ziggler has taken the night off, in air quotes.
Anyway, Orton goes, hey Vicky, and guess what, honey, you're wrong and all this other shit. And
you're all the way down there. I'm in the ring.
And you're talking to me. My back's turned. This only means one thing. He drops the mic. Immediately, Viper Coil starts slamming on the mat as Ziggler was trying to climb in. And Ziggler was, oh my god, he was scared shitless. He was pissing his pants as he was trying to get away from Orton. And then Orton was giving him the look of, come on, I'll kick your ass right now, you little bitch. Come on.
Now, this is one of the very few times, if at all, you see a superstar that knows that attack is coming. Like, that sneak attack is gonna...
Well, I mean, it is Orton. He used to pull this stuff. He knows it all too well. Well, so, I mean, it was still hilarious. So that only means one thing. Boom, 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 boom.
Yay! He did.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway.
In the end, Orton thwarts his plans. It's,
Yeah, pretty much. And Ziggler runs off like the little bitch that he is. Anyway, so...
Next we have a little in-ring segment with Antonio Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, and Brodus Clay. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but...
Now, Antonio, he's outraged, and he says so in 5 languages, yada, yada, yada. He's enraged that he has to defend the United States champion against an opponent that he doesn't even know, that's going to be decided through the Rumble match. And then Tyson Kidd comes out, and he goes, well, guess what? After Night of Champions, you won't have to worry about it anymore because you're not going to be the champion anymore. Then Antonio attacks Tyson and Kidd, throwing him out of the ring. And Antonio then throws off his jacket and he yells, "Anyone else? Anyone else?"
Brodus Clay!
Well, he goes, "Yeah, I didn't think so." And he's getting ready to leave when Brodus' music comes on, and Brodus is just going right down the ramp and like straight to Antonio. And gets in the ring. And he has a straight face on until he faces Cesaro, and he puts on his goofy smile, and Brodus is pretty much standing in his way, sidestepping with Antonio, going, and hey, where are you going? No, you're not going anywhere. Then all of a sudden, him and Tyson Kidd start attacking Cesaro. And then Brodus does his finisher on Cesaro, and his music plays, and then him and Tyson Kidd start dancing in the ring. And that ended that segment. It then went to commercial, and my partner has decided to go somewhere. This happens a bit too often. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, the next match when it returned from commercial is a Divas match between Caitlyn and Beth Phoenix. Layla was watching backstage. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Caitlyn is going to turn out to be almost like a second Beth Phoenix. She's just a straight power diva. She has very few high-flying moves, and she's just pretty much all strength over speed. Or I shouldn't say over speed. She's just pretty much all strength over. Yeah, no speed. Anyway, so she does very well in the match, and she winds up winning the match. It then goes back to commercial, and when you return from commercial, it's the main event in the match, which I will have you cover.
Awesome. So it's Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan in a WrestleMania 28 rematch. Apparently it's supposed to vindicate Daniel Bryan from his 18-second loss, but whatever, at WrestleMania. But Sheamus in this match, very, very dominant. But Daniel Bryan, I give him credit as opposed to all his goat face bull crap that he's been going with anger management for the past couple weeks, months at least, actually. I give it to him. He's performing very well against Sheamus.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's coming up with plenty of near falls in this match, but finally, not Daniel, Sheamus pulls off the Texas Cloverleaf, and he wins the match by submission.
Yeah, it looked like as if Daniel was about to
pull off the victory.
No, it looked like Bryan was about to grab the bottom rope, but then Sheamus pretty much slides him into the middle of the ring, and Daniel's doing the very weak tapping. It's like
he's like yes.
It's like I give up. Not the okay, I give up, pain. It's the okay, I'm a weak little puppy. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But that's about it for SmackDown. Updates from around the WWE come next. So we will get to that. Wow, we actually covered that in a good time.
Yep.
WWE's Michael Cole turns face. Vince McMahon can't be happy. I will read this to you. What? A face turn for Michael Cole. Taking into consideration how WWE doesn't have much depth when it comes to faces, Michael Cole might now be considerably ranked. Excuse me. Michael Cole did a wonderful job getting through the scare that was Jerry Lawler's heart attack on live television. It wasn't a typical face turn or plan, but because of how well Cole handled things, you can't expect the audience to treat him like a heel anymore. Cole spent much of 2010 and 2011 as one of the company's most disliked heels. The critiques of him being terrible and the cries for needing Jim Ross to return grew to an all-time high. Cole watched his colleague's heart attack happen and then had to inform the audience of what was going on. Cole was as classy and professional as anyone could imagine being in that horrific situation. Michael Cole is now a face. It obviously wasn't planned because it's coming off of a real-life scare. I'll be interested to see how WWE handles this, as Cole has risen to success being the voice of Vince McMahon. The Jim Ross bashing, the making fun of D-Bry when he first came in on NXT, the love for The Miz. All opinions, and from the voice of Vince McMahon. McMahon could use Cole's his voice to appease his verbal fetishes as well. Verbal fetishes? I've never heard that before.
Vicky.
Yes! As well as making him into a somewhat profitable heel. I hope WWE doesn't ever do Cole's heel gimmick again. It was overplayed in the first place. Now that the audience got to see the most genuine concerned side of the man, roll with the respect. Assuming Lawler is going to be away from commentary at least for a few weeks, maybe more, then bring in a good color commentator that can be a heel. There is a reason why for so many years the play-by-play guy was a straight face and the color guy was a heel. because it worked. The heel traditionally will lead a wrestling match. The face should lead the match's commentary. Let's get back to that. On a side note from the heels, faces and Coles, imagine how long of a standing ovation Jerry Lawler is going to get when he returns to WWE television. I had doubts earlier in the week, but after seeing his tout video, I have no more doubt. Well, we'll have to wait and see. It's worth pointing out that WWE is in Memphis in the middle of October because as of late, Jerry's had this thing with CM Punk of Memphis and when he was in Memphis wrestling. Whenever he returns, it will be a goosebump kind of moment, and I know I'll smile the first time I hear a classic cheesy Lawler joke. So that's it for this. We are going to turn to... Not that. A surprising photo of The Rock and John Cena hugging. I will also read this straight to you. If you were under the impression that only Debray and Kane are the hugging types in WWE, think again. Surprisingly, on-screen rivals John Cena and The Rock enjoy dishing out brotherly embraces as much as, if not more than, the anger-managed duo. Appearances, to say the least, have been certainly deceiving. After they chucked incendiary insults at each other over the course of a year, which led up to the WrestleMania 28 clash, we were led to believe that Cena and Rock really disliked each other. It's nearly impossible to forget the seemingly unscripted blast about John Cena's trite, Fruity Pebbles act or Rock's wrist notes, the latter of which turned into somewhat of a mini-scandal. Not to mention how about the fan-driven arguments pertaining to who edged whom following every promo duel between the two wrestling icons. Despite what we've witnessed on TV or read on social networking sites, Rock and Cena are like-minded professionals who are talented enough to pull fans into their world, effectively blurring the line between fantasy and reality. For now, the line is temporarily cleared. If exclusive stills of the newly released Rock vs. Cena once-in-a-lifetime DVD and Blu-ray set are any indication. In the two screen captures, Rock and Cena are sharing a private embrace backstage, following the culmination of their year-long rivalry in Miami, Florida. In some ways, it's too shocking for fans of each respective individual to take in. We were all fooled, though willingly and happily so. So, just something that you don't usually expect, I should say. Okay, moving on. The Doctor's WWE Smackdown recap. The things we learned, loved, and hated. These entries are made up of equal parts observations, humor, recap, play-by-play, revelations, speculations, questions, answers, and anything else I noticed during the show. I sometimes comment on commercials, too, just because I get bored during them. I try and interject some fun into these lists, so I hope you have fun reading this week's list of the things we learned, loved, and hated from the show. Number 1. It will be interesting to see how they address Jerry Lawler on the show, since this was taped on Tuesday, like always, when he wasn't fully out of the woods yet. I expect on Monday Night Raw that they will say something of Lawler's condition so far. During the show, they did give a little update on Jerry Lawler. I think it was like when he was still in...
Talking about last night's show?
During one of the plug commercials.
They just said that he was doing well and that if you wanted to wish him well, to go on Twitter and type in hashtag #GetWellJerry.
Still open to the public. Go do that. But next, the show opens with a video package about how the Bro Kick is now banned. And then the deposition from Monday Night Raw had its moments, apparently. Of course, the show opens with Del Rio in the ring with Otunga and Ricardo, like we said, who both have neck braces on. Otunga rips into AJ for putting him in a match with Sheamus. We see a clip of last year around this time when Sheamus gave Christian a bro kick. Del Rio was Christian on a satellite feud with an arm brace. Christian says he doesn't like Del Rio and hopes Sheamus wins, but he agrees that the bro kick should be banned. I wonder if this is some kind of sign Christian will turn heel eventually. Christian tries to say one last thing, but Otunga cuts him off. And I'm going to let Gary take the next 10 of these. Starting.
Alright. Ryan is trying to ignore the audience.
One above.
One above? Alright, fine. Del Rio postures some more until Daniel Bryan comes out. Bryan is trying to ignore the audience's yes chants unsuccessfully.
Like always.
Bryan thanks Del Rio and Otunga for making the bro kick ban happen. Bryan's anger is reminding me of someone. Bryan likes his chicken spicy.
Oh God! Oh God!
I have no idea.
Oh God!
Did I have to slap you?
No, I'm just scared.
He talks about how he was defeated by Sheamus in 18 seconds.
That's not gonna listen to that. Oh, that adds on to the cheerleader.
The heels in the ring feel for him. A goat face chant starts up and he gets pissed as he talks about his rematch with Sheamus. Sheamus music hits just in time to save Bryan from popping a blood vessel. Damn it. Sheamus shares a weird anecdote about his aunt actually being a man.
Oh God!
Does anyone else think Sheamus has the weirdest stories?
Okay, I'll take it from here. Sheamus pulls Otunga into the top rope by his neck brace and he tosses it to a kid in the crowd as he leaves. Sin Cara is shown walking backstage before his match with The Miz as we head to commercial. A graphic is shown with Michael Cole doing a voiceover that did not happen Tuesday, saying Jerry Lawler is doing much better. During a replay of last week, I noticed a sign that said, "Feed Vicky to ride back."
Oh, I've seen that picture. I've seen that sign so many times. Yes, please do it.
We're waiting. Dun 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 dun. Wait, Jaws music.
No, just play Ryback's theme. There you go.
Cara comes out first for his match with The Miz. The Miz starts strong with kicks and punches to get Cara down. I forgot about those crappy yellow lights Cara has during his match until now. Has he not used them for a few weeks? Why do I feel like this is the first time I have seen them in a while?
It's because they only use him for his singles matches.
Yes, and he's been doing a number of tag matches.
And it's been quite a while since they've used lights because they didn't even use them with the match between him and Tensai either.
Oh yeah, true. Maybe it's a signal to which one's gonna win.
Yeah, right.
Cara knocks Miz out of the ring, but Miz puts Cara down with a big left hand before the break. We return to see the Miz getting a near fall on Cara. Miz stays on Cara with a knee to the gut, followed by mounted punches. Miz hits his corner clothesline, followed by a flying axe handle for another near fall. Cara almost wins with a roll-up. Miz kicks out quickly, and gets right back into Cara. Gets right back on Cara with a headlock. Dumb shit me. Cara and Miz have an impressive exchange of reversals before Cara hits a scissors kick to gain control. Like Gary pointed out earlier, all the reversals that were going on during the match. Cara breaks out of the skull-crushing finale and rolls Miz up for the win. The Miz is interviewed backstage and Cody Rhodes walks up and Miz asks why he attacked him. Rhodes says it was because he wants his championship back. Ray walks up and says he deserves a title shot. Cara walks up too, and like we said, just points at the title. I guess he still doesn't talk. Titty Long comes up and makes the fatal 4-way. Miz looks less than enthusiastic about the decision. There's an interview with him on Backstage Fallout where he says, they're feeding me like Ooh.
Focus on that.
Okay. Damn!
Focus on that.
Okay, but anyway, there's an interview on Backstage Fallout. Please don't hit me with that binder or you will die so bad in so many ways. 7 days, 7 nights, painful death.
You were rehearsing that in the mirror, weren't you?
No, I was not!
Yes, you were.
No, I was not.
Let's face it. You were.
I was not.
No, please. We all know you've wanted to say that to Will for the longest time.
I say that to him every day.
I seriously doubt that.
Oh, I do. I walk up to him and go, 7 days, 7 nights, painful death.
Whatever.
Okay,
Anyway.
back to this shit. There's an interview with him, with The Miz on Backstage Fallout where he goes, you know, now the WWE's feeding me their top talents, and now at the same time, I get to show off, and it's going to be truly awesome. Something like that. A recap of the management segments are showed. God, those skits are amazing. I am pretty sure Kane and Daniel Bryan will win the belts on Sunday. Nice! More anger management segments. Bryan and Kane are trying to use the stress balls, and Bryan asks why he attacked him on Monday.
This is pretty much just our show written down.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty much a show. But all in all, it was a decent show. We saw some good wrestling and an anger management segment. The Night of Champions should be a good pay-per-view with the lineup of matches we have set. Thanks for listening to this, and share your thoughts on it in the comments below.
Just getting rid of that.
Now, we switch to Night of Champions. Our complete card, our live stream, the live stream predictions, and more. Well, NOC may be a secondary event on the WWE's calendar. The fact that every WWE title is on the line should be enough to get even the most jaded wrestling fans to care about this show. Excuse me. Wow.
All right, you stop talking then.
You shut up. Yeah. Okay. Love you.
Anyway. The mid-card has almost no build still, but that will be an afterthought once the excitement over the main event between CM Punk and John Cena in Cena's hometown Boston reaches a fever pitch. This event has very low expectations around the wrestling world, but these are typically the events that shock us into remembering them forever. Let's hope this is another case of being pleasantly surprised. Okay. Here's the full Night of Champions card.
In no particular order.
The WWE Championship will be in between CM Punk and John Cena. Intercontinental is a four-way between Miz, Mysterio, Sin Cara, and Cody Rhodes. World Heavyweight title will be between Sheamus and Del Rio. There's going to be a match between...
hopefully the final time.
Yeah, right.
Say.
There will be a match between Orton and Ziggler.
I want to interject on this. This match should be very interesting because Orton is very, very credible. He's a very, very credible wrestler. And Dolph Ziggler, he hasn't had the best of luck in the past couple matches. So this should get him some
Not to
hype
mention
again.
that Orton brought up a very, very interesting point on last night's episode of Smackdown. He said that Randy would have a shot at the World Heavyweight title if Ziggler used his Money in the Bank briefcase to win the heavyweight title immediately after the match between Sheamus and Del Rio.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely something to keep in mind. There will be a WWE Tag Team match between Kofi and between Truth and Kofi versus Kane and Bryan. There will be the Divas Championship match between Layla and Kaitlyn.
Should be very interesting. We could possibly see Layla make a heel turn I'm not sure of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the pre-show battle.
For the number one contender of the U.S. title, and whoever faces them will face Antonio Cesaro later that evening.
So, it should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more thing you forgot to cover that was up here.
Got it.
Where this is held is the TD Garden in Boston, Mass., Cena's hometown. It's Sunday at 8 o'clock. Pre-show starts at 7:30. There will be a live stream on WWE.com for $44.95. Watch it on pay-per-view. We'll be at Quaker Steak and Lube.
Mm-hmm.
What they're saying. Professional instigator Paul Heyman took to Twitter to stir the pot for his client CM Punk one more time before Night of Champions. Live from Twitter. Why is a challenger on the poster for WWE Night of Champions? And then it shows Cena pretty much going like this on the...
Well, I mean, frankly, it's not to be unexpected because his nickname is the Champ, so it makes sense.
Yes. Gary can get this next one.
Former Ring of Honor star and U.S. champion Antonio Cesaro talks about teaching the winner of the Battle Royale lesson, whoever it may be. Can't wait for Night of Champions to teach the winner of the pre-show Battle Royale lesson. Don't mess with the U.S. champion. Then Kofi, he spoke on Twitter about
reaffirming his confidence that the tag team champs will retain over Kane and Daniel Bryan. Kane and Daniel Bryan at Night of Champions. This is going to be interesting. Me and Ron Killings, which is on Truth, are up for the challenge, though. Next for you.
After being asked if Jerry the King Lawler would be at Night Champions, friend and former colleague Jim Ross said what everyone was thinking. No, none. Let him heal.
Retweet. The real ski cast at JR's barbecue. It was just a question, pretty much.
Okay.
Right. CM Punk and John Cena turned one of the saddest episodes of Raw into the one of the most memorable with an amazing promo to end the night. And Ring Rust Radio thinks it may be enough to get the fans to buy the actual pay-per-view. Despite the lack of build for Night of Champions, CM Punk and John Cena's promo on WWE Raw is enough to get any wrestling fan excited. Especially with John Cena looking at CM Punk going, "You're an ignorant son of a bitch who needs to learn respect."
We haven't seen Cena snap in a long time.
I mean, the last time you've really seen him snap was what? Brock Lesnar, maybe The Rock?
No, with Brock Lesnar, he was still...
With Brock Lesnar?
I said Brock Lesnar, you dumbass. Anyway, no, with Brock Lesnar, he...
No. I'm going to talk to the...
With the match between him and Lesnar, he didn't snap at all because he was still affected by his loss against The Rock. I think and he didn't even snap against The Rock. Sure, he did his rapping
bit. Maybe the Big Show?
No, not the Big Show either. Like I said, a long time.
Maybe it was even last year against CM Punk.
I don't know. I wasn't even watching way back when. But yeah, for as long as I've been watching, he hasn't snapped like that ever. So it was kind of interesting to see.
I know the last time, I don't remember. Maybe even going back to Nexus, but that's even it. Our main event prediction. Moving on.
Oh, man. Okay. After one of the best promos either man has cut over the last 3 months, John Cena will challenge for the WWE title in his hometown of Boston against the freshly healed CM Punk. Cena looks primed to steal the win, but Punk has Paul Heyman up his sleeve to ensure Cena's loss. In reality, the WWE Universe knows that the end of this match will be convoluted, especially if the plan really is to have Punk lose the WWE title to The Rock at the Royal Rumble. If the WWE is putting Punk over here, someone from Heyman's past will interfere with this match and cost Cena his title shot. I'm thinking in Brock Lesnar. Big Show isn't big enough of a deal.
At the very, very interesting argument here, the prediction is CM Punk retaining his championship.
I
highly doubt that.
I full-heartedly hope that that's not the case.
I mean, just let's backtrack a little here, if you don't mind. Cena in the past couple of pay-per-views, especially in his biggest championship matches, he has not come through as a victor on these. So if they want to make him credible again, I mean, even after a tough promo on Monday Night Raw, they should have him win that championship.
Not to mention it's in his hometown, so since it's in his hometown, there's always a larger chance that the superstar would win.
So that's our prediction on that. Our undercard match to watch, the Tag Team Championships. As much as Kofi Kingston and R-Truth are great for the kids, the backstage segments and matches with Kane and D-Bry are regularly the most entertaining portion of the show every week. Every time this duo hits the screen, it becomes must-watch television. Wow, they ripped off Miz a little there. With the tag team division floundering and being the shell of what it once was, Kane and Bryan had the ability and backstory to make this team a viable option. If WWE continues to concentrate on this pair, there's a chance that the company gives this division the respect it deserves. Our prediction, Kane and Daniel Bryan win the Tag Team Championships. That's enough on that. Our burning questions and projections for WWE Night of Champions. Randy Orton versus Dolph Ziggler. Our burning question?
Hold on. That's a picture of, oh dear God.
Dolph Ziggler? That was when he was with the Spirit Squad during DX era.
Oh, that was disgusting.
I'm sorry, buddy.
That was absolutely disgusting. Spirit Squad, oh dear God.
If you remember, Dolph Ziggler was in the Spirit Squad. I don't know, I think his name was Nicky or something. I don't even remember. But...
Oh, Jesus. I only know because of I've seen the DX DVDs. Oh God, I think it may have been Mickey. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Ricky, I think. Yeah, Ricky.
Okay, but anyway, if you remember back up during SummerSlam, I believe we did our burning questions and projections. Well, this is the next one. With Randy Orton getting our burning question, with Randy Orton getting the best of Dolph in their last 3 meetings. What exactly is the point of this match? The match outlook. Our fun fact. Dolph Ziggler is 2-7 in his last 2... has won 2 out of 7 matches in his last 9 pay-per-view matches. Wow, this is sad. His last singles win at a pay-per-view was at Survivor Series in November against the departing John Morrison. It's only been 10 months. Maybe he's due for a win. Actually, it's too bad that these two are facing each other. Yes, it should be a good match, but both could use the win. Gary, what's our projection?
80% of you believe that Orton is going to win. He's gotten the better of Ziggler nearly every step of the way in this feud. So, it may be Ziggler's one saving grace for the match outcome. Basically, though, Ziggler always seems to lose, and Orton almost always wins. So, I'll take a safe bet and say that after a 15-minute match, Orton puts away Dolph cleanly with an RKO. Let's face it, after what he pulled the other day with the yesterday with the this can only mean one thing, boom, it was hilarious. Yeah, let's face it, he's gonna win.
Our Tag Team Championships match. Our burning question. Will Kane and Daniel Bryan become the most unlikely tag champs since Kane and the Hurricane? Kane and Rob Van Dam? Or Kane and X-Pac? The match outlook. The primetime players. Poor primetime players, to say the least. They didn't get their title shot because they annoyed AJ. but they bring millions of dollars to revenue to the show. Well, maybe dozens of dollars. I'm assuming at least a couple of their family members would order the show because they were on. WWE seems to really be rushing a Kane and Daniel Bryan title shot, but maybe their reasoning is to strike with the iron while the iron is hot. Expect to see Kane and Bryan tease brawling with each other a few times before getting their act together. What is our projection? Daniel Bryan and Kane, a vote of 85% confidence. I expect to see WWE go all the way with this team. They're arguably the most over wrestlers in the entire company. I'll have Gary do the next one.
Okay. The Fatal 4-Way match between Miz, Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio, and Sin Cara.
Burning question?
I'm sorry. The hell?
That's the Miz.
From when?
Years ago.
Dear God. And Sin Cara definitely looks a lot different.
Can we get back to the focus?
Yeah, they're using quite strange pictures. Anyway, remember when the burning question? Remember when the Godfather had the Intercontinental title? That was like Randy Savage's run compared to the Miz's.
Match outlook.
The Miz may actually be the most pathetic Intercontinental Champion in WWE history. He's lost 4 non-title matches so far in his short run, and why he still has the title at this point is a bit of a mystery. At Night of Champions, the bell is on the line. It should be a good match, and it will be interesting to see if Sin Cara and Mysterio have a go at it.
Our projection.
The Miz, 50% confidence. WWE keeps the title on Miz for no particular reason, and he continues to get pinned every week anyway. The only way that Sin Cara takes the title is if Rey Mysterio somehow starts to turn heel on him. Cody Rhodes would be my second pick. Whichever way you look at it, whoever wins will probably lose the title within the next 2 months anyway. Just trying to be realistic here. What'd you do?
Drugs. The next, Layla versus Caitlyn. The burning question. What percent of WWE fans would use this match as a bathroom break? Not me!
Frankly, I will be watching this match too. It seems very interesting.
I mean, honestly, there's no backstory to this. It was only that Caitlyn won the WWE
it's the Divas Royal match, yeah. And it's a face versus face match. It's going to be very interesting.
Not since Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior faced off at WrestleMania 6 have we had 2 such dominant baby faces going head-to-head. The atmosphere will be electrifying, and the crowd will be split right down the middle. Anything can happen in this match. Will Layla pass the torch to the star in the making? Caitlyn? Will Caitlyn be able to press slam Layla over above her head? Will Caitlyn botch more or less than 5 spots? The only way to find out is spend $60. Layla is going to win this match with a vote of 90% confidence. She heals it up a bit and resorts to some form of chicanery or tomfoolery. I don't know whatever.
Yeah.
Or perhaps a combination of both to pin Caitlyn. So.
Oh please! You just hope that Layla will do one of her dances right before she slams her button to Caitlyn's face.
Shut up!
Let's face it, that's what you wait for every match.
I am a man! Not much of one, but I am a man.
Moving on. Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio.
Our burning question.
How many more times do we need to see this match? No, seriously.
Sheamus can't use the bro kick in this match.
Seems like it would be trouble, except he's won his last 4 matches using a Texas Cloverleaf.
Which we love that move now very much.
Yes, pretty much. So basically, I'm not sure or I get the point of the entire angle. At some point in the match, it'll look like Sheamus is about to use a bro kick. He decides not to do it and locks in the cloverleaf in the middle of the ring. And Del Rio taps, and hopefully this feud will end. Sheamus with the 75 vote of confidence from you guys. Sheamus is John Cena 2.0, so expect him
Well, I never heard that connection before.
I can somewhat see it, but he's definitely different. Anyway,
well, you know,
expect him to
if
smile.
your lip shits, what does your ass do?
You just think that over in your head. So expect him to smile, overcome the odds, and play the crowd. Meanwhile, he will alienate even more teenage and adult male fans in the process.
Hey! I gotta go fall down. John Cena versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman? Burning question. Can we bear to have John Cena go another month without the title? It's hard to recall the final go-home hype between these two for Raw. After what happened with Jerry, it was hard to focus. It was just bizarre watching wrestlers trying to act again when something horrible just happened in real life. Yeah. It's a shame, too, as Punk and Cena had an intense encounter that could have been a great final sales pitch for the show. The match should be a good one, though. There's a variety of ways they can go with this, and Paul Heyman is likely to play out in the finish. The projection, CM Punk, 65% confidence. My guess is that Punk holds on to the title until Royal Rumble and loses to The Rock. Later that night, John Cena wins the Royal Rumble and faces The Rock at WrestleMania 29 with the title on the line. Interesting. WWE Night of Champions, breaking down each title holder's chance to retain. The U.S. champion, I'm just going to blow through this. Antonio Cesaro, 80%.
It's his first time defending the title. That's kind of why it's going to be like that.
Yeah, there's always a chance that Brodus Clay could win. This should be another victory during Cesaro's first title reign.
Mm-hmm.
Divas Championship, Layla, 50%. Well, this should be an easy win for Layla. The fact that Eve will be around in the match in one way or another leaves the outcome of this bout anyone's guess. The tag team champions, R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. Keep in mind, these are the current championships we're breaking down. 15%. Bryan and Kane are both former world champions, and their main event status over the last 6 months lend validity to a tag team division that means nothing. With all that said, Kane and Bryan will beat Kofi to win the titles. Intercontinental Championship, The Miz. Champion, The Miz. 60%. With four of the best mid-carders in the company fighting for the gold, this title is exactly what it should be, so just enjoy it. Sheamus. This is interesting. He has a 40% chance to retain. With Sheamus' finisher ban and Rodriguez and Otunga in Del Rio's corner, if there was ever a chance for Sheamus to lose, it would be at Night of Championships. And the WWE Champion CM Punk, 90%. Punk will retain his title, but to lose the match after Heyman and one of his other associates hit the ring and beat down Cena. I'm sure Cena will clear the ring like the hero he is, but it won't be before losing his chance at the title. So, very interesting. Now, for the final thing of the evening. 5 possible twists for Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus uses the bro kick and gets stripped of his title. That could be very interesting. I doubt that could happen, but there's always a pure little chance.
As it's said, as we've said before, apparently Sheamus is Cena 2.0, so...
Yeah, what the hell? Dolph Ziggler cashes in, wrestles Randy Orton as the World Heavyweight Championship. That would be a very interesting...
That would be a very, very interesting chain of events.
Exactly. I mean, especially if it's just in one night.
Oh, yeah. The title being handed off to... changed hands like 3 times in a single night. That would be amazing.
I highly doubt that can happen. Just due to the fact that Randy Orton is supposed to go out for filming his 12 rounds movie. So
wait, so soon? He just got back, though.
He'll be going out sooner or later again.
Alright, then.
The Big Show interferes. Wow, this is something, because Big Show has not been around for so long. And he hasn't really had that big of a feud since he had a match with Mark Henry. I mean, that was the most valid thing he had.
The last feud he had was with Cena.
But that didn't really do shit.
Yeah, because he then just kind of dropped in and just went, oh yeah, I don't care. But it was kind of obvious in the matches is that he was just attacking Cena over and over again.
Ricardo Rodriguez and David Otunga screw over Sheamus.
Oh my god, I can see it now. Oh, Texas Cloverleaf is now too dangerous to be used. What the hell, guys?
Like, you're just trying to knock out everything that he has.
Exactly, it's rather sad.
What are they gonna do next? Ban the freaking Irish Cross?
Celtic Cross?
Celtic
He
Cross?
hasn't even used it in so long, though.
But he could possibly bring that back.
I'm not too sure.
I don't guarantee it, but it could possibly happen.
I think the reason why he hasn't used it is because I think WWE has banned it for some reason or another.
It's not banned. It's still a legitimate move on his part.
Well, is it in his moves repertoire?
Not at the moment, but he can bring it back at any time. He just started using the bro kick again. Well, when he started using the bro kick, he just, kind of left that one off. So anything can happen on that.
So pretty much just trading in moves.
Yeah. Oh, this is an interesting one. If you remember it, now we know who the referee is for this match now, apparently. It's Chad Patton. And if you remember last year, in April, I believe, Sheamus got, pissed and bro-kicked Chad Patton on accident. And now apparently they're saying Chad Patton is going to refuse to give Sheamus the victory. I highly doubt that, just because the WWE refs don't really have any say, just besides the pins in this, and the refs aren't one to screw over people in matches just because of a vendetta, if it's even that. I mean, obviously Sheamus got fined and that was all over. Excuse me. But there are very, very heavy possibilities of just Sheamus winning, I guess I should say. I'm just trying to find words for that.
I'm just surprised that you're not going about that word with your usual tone.
What?
Winning.
Winning!
There you go.
Son of a bitch. But anyway, that about wraps up the show. Just a few more reminders, guys. I'm still working on that opening segment for the show because it's just not my move. I gotta download a new program or something because it's just not working with me at this moment. The banner is in. The logo is in effect now.
Is it now?
Yes, I'm working on that.
Alright.
I'm about more than halfway done, so.
Alright then. Okay.
As always, for those of you who are watching, do not forget to check out our live stream on Monday.
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
You sure Tuesday? Not Tuesday, 2 o'clock?
Oh, wow. Never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize. Actually, prepare it for more around 4 o'clock, just due to my school schedule, and I won't get home until about 3.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so around 4-ish will be that, yeah.
So, tell your friends, have your friends tell their friends, we'll be live Tuesday, 4 o'clock. And it's going to be a pretty long episode because it's live and it's right after pay-per-view.
So we'll have a lot to cover. Also, as we had said last time, if we don't get a good number of viewers watching the live streams, we're just going to completely drop the live streams for a while until we know we have a good enough fan base that will watch the live streams.
I've got people lined up to watch it already, so if you can do me a favor, just go out.
Let's see if we can actually reach the double digits this time.
Yay! I have plenty of people who will do it too, so I can probably get my girlfriend to do it.
like I said, let's hope for double digits, huh? Anyway.
But yeah, we will be doing a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Just reminding you, over 4 o'clock on the dot. We will be prepared. We will be ready. So guys and girls, stay tuned. Tomorrow, we will be at Quaker Steak and Lube. And if you're in Buffalo, Lancaster, if you see us there, come say hi to us. I know we're not big, I should say, but
if we're all of a sudden asked for autographs, that's when we will be looking at you people and going, huh?
yes, we will just be more or less going, when the hell did we do this?
No, you'd be asking, why the hell didn't we do this sooner? Especially if it was a girl asking for your autograph.
Shut up, you asshole!
You know it's damn well true.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Prove it! Prove it's true!
Considering that you drool over Divas matches.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Prove it.
It's you.
And I'm fluffy.
As you said, Ed, you're not much of a man.
I'm more of a man than you are.
In your dreams. Anyway, so...
I dream broken dreams. I made them come true. Yeah. What? I will f you up, boy. What? Yeah. Ah! Damn it! Damn! No! That's best. No, not again! No, I will never give in! What? Ow! Not again! What? Ow! No! No!
Anyway.
But... Ow. No, damn it, he's got me! Ah!
Anyway, with that...
Okay, like I said, guys, that was our beating up portion for the day. Oh, thank you. We will see you Tuesday live here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you for watching, and as always, like, comment, subscribe to this video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.